What's up, YouTube? How we all doing? I hope everyone's having a great day. This is Happy, Healthy, Wealthy. This is my YouTube channel. We talk about ways to increase your happiness, your health, and your wealth. And today we're going to take a scenario where we're going to imagine you have a job, let's say, but you're struggling on saving money. And there's a lot of reasons you're probably struggling. I'm going to go based off of the ones I see in everyday life, the ones I used to have. And the biggest one is, what are your addictions you have in your life? For me, I had a bad one. It was smoking weed, where I was averaging some days $100 a day smoking weed, but let's just say 40 I was averaging, because I was definitely smoking an eighth and spending money on rolling material, which would be backwards for me. So like 40-50 bucks a day I was spending. Terrible. Because at the end of the week, that's $250, and that is $1,000 a month that I'm spending. That money right there, look at this. An IRA, which is an investment account, you can put $7,000 a year in. I've been smoking for 10 years. That is $7,000 times 10, because I didn't even know about an IRA until recently. So I could have had $70,000 in this IRA already, and each year would have been averaging 8%. It would have been about $100,000 portfolio already, if I didn't have that nasty habit, or if I never started it, or if I quit it. In 10 years time, you can have 100 grand saved up just in that account, just by quitting your habit. And at that point, you also have savings and whatever else you have going on in your life. So yeah, you have to think like that. Another thing, so quit your addictions, whatever they are, get rid of them. They could be smoking cigarettes. That's $15 a day, which in a month, that's $600. I think that's correct. And in, I don't know, we're gonna say, what is it, 450? It's 450 a month, which in a year, you're looking at almost $5,500, which is almost an IRA. So same thing, you quit cigarettes, and you're gonna have $100,000 in that account. With the weed scenario, you're gonna have actually more, because you're spending $12,000 a year. You're gonna be saving $5,000 every year. You're gonna have $130,000 in that account. Let's say you're 18 right now, or it don't matter what age you are, but I'm 28, so I always think back 10 years, because that's when I started smoking. I'm almost 2 years sober now. But I would have had 70,000. It probably would have grew to 100, and then I would have had 50,000 from the extra money of smoking weed. $150,000 I let up on because I wanted to get high instead, and I didn't know about investing. And I knew about saving your money, but I didn't think on this long-term spectrum, where the more money you have saved, the more financially secure you feel, the better you feel, and the more you can do with your life. You're gonna feel better in every aspect. So that's from quitting weed, or whatever you're doing, pills, cigarettes. You're gonna have $100,000 in 10 years, give or take. Then another big one is, I've always been a proponent of making my own lunch and bringing it to work. I probably done it 30% of the time, which is a lot compared to other people. A lot of people don't think it's cool. It's funny, because actually at my job, some people will say, make fun of me when I break out my lunch bag. Like, oh, would mommy pack your lunch? Or, oh, that's cute. But that lunch right there cost me $6, where those same people are spending $25 to $30 a day, where I'm spending $6, and I'm feeding myself pretty good. And then maybe I could spend $5 on food from outside in the same day. So I'm spending $10 a day if I pack my own lunch. It's really less. It's $6 a day, and the other person is spending $30. So I would be the other person, but instead I get to save $25 a day, which at the end of the month, if you're working every day, which I work almost every day, you're looking at $800 saved. $800. So now you do that for 10 years, you already have 100,000 from your savings and your IRA account. now you have an extra $8,000. No, more. You have like $9,600 a year. That's another 100K. It's another 100K that you have. You have now 200K in 10 years because you were smart with your money. And let's say also you managed to save, let's say, I don't know how much money you're making, but let's say you could save $100 a day, which you could easily do it. I'd do it. In 10 years time, $100 a day, that's $350,000. 350 plus the other 100, you're at 450, plus the other 100, you're at 550. These are the mistakes I made. You have to think what you're doing today, it adds up tremendously. So just by changing those two aspects of my life, by never smoking weed, which now I haven't smoked for 2 years, so I'm 2 years into this 10-year track of having $550,000. And that's just from saving. That's not even from, I had the one, in the scenario, the one investment account. I have the other money saved and this money saved. That money, naturally, I'm going to invest it, so it's going to grow even more. But simply from cutting out those little things, you made $500,000 in 10 years. All right, from saving, from bringing food from lunch, bringing lunch from home, and from quitting your addiction, whether that be weed or whatever it is. It's something you're probably spending $20 a day on. Maybe you don't have any addictions, and good for you. You could take that $20 and put it to work right away. So yeah, that's, you know, I look into the past to figure out what I did wrong to then be able to improve my future. And that's what I'm working on. I've made lunch every single day this week, and I'm going to continue to do it. I ate pretty much all my lunch. I left one thing there, and I did go to Wendy's and I got some food during one of the lunch breaks. But I've been very consistent to it. I'm going to keep it going. And when I go to the grocery store, I get to, if I spend $20 on rice and chicken, that's making me 3 or 4 days worth of dinners or lunches for work. Plus I could get protein bars and bananas, and I'm eating really good. And it's worth it. It's really good. And it's going to pay off big time. And you feel better about yourself. You feel like you're actually doing something. I enjoy it. I'm talking to the people out there who want to improve their lives. And these are 3 simple ways I do it to improve my life. One being I pack my own lunch from home. I save as much money as I can, which generally is $100 a day. And you know, I've quit my addictions, so I have all this extra money I could work with. And I always thought that if I'm spending $1,000 a month on weed, I could have chose to have a really nice car lease instead. You know, I could have chose something more, I'm not saying a car lease is better, but just something more that I can actually use instead of just chasing a high, you know. So just think about what can you do with the money that you're wasting. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Peace.